For GE, we've been here in the Middle East for over 80 years in this market. Very important for us. We generate over half of the electricity across the region. Our business is really focused on delivering power and solutions for our customers here in this market. So that's the most exciting part, I think, in this region is the demand. So a lot of activity, a lot of interest across the region from our customers, and GE works closely with our customers to support them to meet those demand needs. So at the heart of our company is really innovation, and so we're constantly innovating solutions to be able to address those needs. So across the portfolio, being able to support different energy mixes is a key criteria for us, but also understanding where the customer's needs are in terms of reliability, flexibility to be able to support that demand. So a lot of effort has gone into that. If you look at some of our different solutions that we've been providing, our HA turbine, so if you have a new power plant, most efficient combined cycle solution, large steam, ultra supercritical, the most efficient. We have in wind, the largest offshore wind turbines. And then in the existing installed base and in our service business, a lot of work has been done there to improve efficiency of existing fleets as well, to be able to add to that demand that we see here in the region. I think it goes across the board. I think the exciting part about what's happening at this time in the region is there is, as I said, a demand for diversification across the fuel mix. So you really see quite a bit of demand and requests that cut across the different technologies. So whether it's in diversification in renewables, certainly a lot of focus there. A lot of discussion with customers around storage solutions. So GE has a modular storage solution that we can provide. But again, as I said, when you have renewables in the mix, you don't always have the sun shining, you don't always have wind blowing. So you have to have storage capability, but you also have to have the ability to ramp up very quickly. So a lot of our innovation has been around providing quick ramp up of our power plants so that the customers can react quickly in those situations. So we're sitting here in GE's Regional Digital Center. Look, this has been near and dear to our heart, my heart, and the digital journey that we've gone on with our customers here has been very exciting. Today, there isn't a single discussion that we have with our customer where we aren't talking about digital. So right behind me here in this center, we're able to look into any of our customers' fleets and be able to provide them with insights that would allow them to be able to operate more efficiently and also make quicker decisions in terms of what they would do in planning and operation of their plants. And it really cuts across the entire region. It also cuts across the diversification challenge that we were talking about. So much of what customers are looking at is how to balance that fuel mix as they bring it all onto their grid. So digital is a very key area to be able to do that. And across the region, we have customers that we've provided them in Saudi Arabia with generation center where they're actually able to look directly into their fleet. We also provide solutions for our customers in specific applications where they're looking for improvement in operation. When you have the diversification piece, the ability to have visibility into the different fuel mixes on your grid is very important, the stability of your grid. But then we also have technology, as I mentioned, the GE Reservoir, which allows for storage capability as well. And the digital aspects of being able to have the right visibility in terms of timing of what you would face as challenges in operating a safe and reliable grid. So I think it really comes together. We refer to it in GE as the electricity value network, right? So how does this all come together, and how do you have visibility into it, and how do you manage it effectively? So I think GE is playing a very big role in looking at all of those aspects for our customers. It's phenomenal. When you look, I've been involved in this market for over 20 years. And if we were to have this discussion 10 years ago, the thought of having a discussion around large steam plants, large coal plants as being done here in the UAE, nuclear, those wouldn't have been in the mix. Renewables was still at its early stages. And certainly, as I said, the availability of more data and the insights that you can provide, those trends have all started to shape a lot of the activity that's happening in the region, and I think it's going to continue to evolve. The speed at which innovation is happening, the speed at which you have access into information that can provide you better operational decisions, it continues to accelerate at a 10x rate. So I think that's going to continue to evolve. It's very exciting. I think the innovation that we have as we develop new products, we always look and see how can we flow that back into our installed base as well. So even when we have new innovation, we want to make sure that we have the ability to avail that to existing customers and assets that they already have in operation, to see how they can benefit from some of the advances that we make. So I think it's a very exciting time. For GE, we've been in this market for 80 to 100 years. We understand it, we understand our customers, and one of the things that we're very much focused on is being able to partner with them, localize, in order to be able to serve the markets here directly, and really co-create, in certain cases, solutions that are needed for our region and the customer base that we have here. So we very much pride ourselves on being able to have that local capability. Research and development centers that we have, repair facilities that we have across the region. Some of the research and development that we do here is specifically for our customers in this region. So those kinds of advancements, I would say, that we take, we do that locally here, and I think it brings a lot of value when there's a good understanding of what's needed in your market and what your customers want, and being able to serve them directly from the market. The governments in this region are actually very focused on diversification, and the energy fuel mix is a key part of that. A lot of those trends here in the region, GE's out in front, being able to provide solutions. So if you think of large steam plants, the largest coal plant here in the region, GE supplying that here in the UAE. The first solar park, GE's providing the technology, the inverter technology to support that. And in wind, we have our first wind turbine in Saudi Arabia supplied by GE. So a lot of the trends and the innovation that we're working on, GE is really working closely with our customers to be able to provide those solutions and innovate together in many cases. So as we think about what we can do next and how can that play a bigger part, I would say GE's focused on a lot of the technology in digital and how can we bring that value to our customers, because as you start to diversify the energy mix, you need the stability on your grids. So having the right solutions there, providing storage capability as well to be able to support the different fuel mixes. Those are all things that GE's working on and has already done here in the region.